So this is the official Sip Boyz commentary track. My name's Tad. I am writer, director, producer, actor, Shakespearean actor supreme. To my right here is Duncan.
Hi, I'm Duncan. I was a cameraman and gun master. Pew pew!
And he also played the titular character of Lurge.
Don't fuck with me!
Yeah, don't fuck with him. He's 6 foot tall and will eat cigarettes for bubblegum.
And then check out my hand. It's even bigger than John's face. He's like completely.
Oh God!
covered
You know,
in
John,
face
I
now.
found out that like if your hand's bigger than your face, you have cancer.
Got him.
Epic. Anyway, that's John. He didn't basically do anything.
I
on
did
Sip
nothing
Boyz.
at all. I lost all of my senses except for touch.
Yeah, he kind of died.
I am John. I was co-whatever.
Co-writer.
I helped write a little of the jokes. There's a couple jokes in there that nobody will get because they're from like the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I thought they were funny, so fuck you.
John also helped a lot with the set design, getting things together. He made that shelf that has fucking screws pointing up that'll gouge your goddamn wrist.
I did cut myself on that. That was very fun.
Yeah, right on your goddamn wrist, too.
I almost
You're
killed
like
myself.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of Jesus, my name is Joe Buckley. I was DP editor, which is a bitch and a half, an actor.
Yep. Editing was a nightmare.
So
Oh, yeah.
if anything was wrong with it, blame Joe. And
Yeah.
Tad. And
Yeah.
me.
Me and Joe took how many hours of footage was it?
It was about 8 to 9 hours of raw
It was
footage.
way more than that. Because we had 2 different camera angles and all the fucking...
No, I mean,
audio
including
we
that, it
needed.
was only about 9 to 8.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
the original cut was only 48 minutes, so
Oh.
8
okay.
times that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, like a lot of like behind the scenes stuff and just fucking around and then the 2 angles. But yeah, it totaled about 9 to 8.
And we were up until 3 a.m.
Several
Most of the times that we were filming.
Yeah.
Which I work at 6 a.m., so I enjoyed every minute of it.
Good thing we had 130 or 170 cans of energy drinks.
3 full garbage bags.
Yeah, it was 3 complete full garbage bags of energy drinks, which we all purchased
Yeah.
at full price at gas stations.
No
Yeah,
discounts here.
that was really fucking dumb of us.
Except for when I ordered them from Amazon, and they all came shipped dented. That's
Yeah.
why we did a lot of the dented can jokes.
Yeah. That's where
Some
that came
UPS driver was just kicking him with the back of his steel-toed boots.
They shipped during that negative 27 degree temperature outside, so they all exploded. That was great getting that in the mail.
Ew, just a soggy package. Your dog was licking it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't soggy because it was fucking negative 30.
It was all
exploded.
frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the video. We'll probably talk longer than the video is, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play on the video. Let me scooch
You
closer.
can, you at home can press play in 3, 2, 1.
The following program is aired from the now defunct WCVMY Chicago station. We present this video for educational and preventative purposes only. No entertainment should be derived from its contents.
So with that intro black screen, there was a joke that we put in there that 90% of it was cut, where we were being commissioned by the Department of Energy, and I added in at the start the Department of Energy chairman Abdul Aladdin Jazim Nafar, which was played by John's dad in Alex's voice.
Oh, sorry to cut you in there. That joke that Tim said, there's a famous comedian named Tim Conway, and that is from the 80s. Nobody in their right mind, our age, will get that fucking joke. But I thought it was hilarious.
And that was the... Oh, left my phone on. That was the elephant scientist and dentistry joke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one...
That was his most famous sketches, was him being a dentist. But, I mean, nobody will get that joke.
And here's Joe enjoying an energy drink way too much.
We took, like, 5 cuts of that.
The thing about, like, the one talent I have as an actor is that I can get liquid down my throat and make it very loud. And, like, it can be anything, like...
Oh, God.
Joe is like a good 6 feet away from the microphone, so you can probably still hear it.
Oh, yeah, you absolutely can.
Just like these trucks.
Yeah.
Originally, we had to do this thing... I think we did this one 3 times on accident.
Yeah.
Because we didn't fucking push record. And they all fucking cracked up. We had to cut it.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
one it was twice as long originally. We cut it in half.
Yeah, this opening was originally much longer. Right? There was like a bit with like your nephew. There was like just a lot more stuff in it originally.
Yeah.
The reason you do not see my head in this is because of that green dye in my hair was making my hair look like fucking yellow, so we couldn't show me.
Yep, not until he showed up in part 2.
Which we filmed part 2, then part 3, then the first part last.
Yeah. We had a very, very strict timeline for this one. We had one day, like,
we
6
only had
hours.
7 hours to do this, and we weren't able to get everything done.
Not even close to everything we wanted to do.
That's why a lot of this first scene has been cut.
And I'm pretty happy with the jokes we have here about where it's the cutting into the audio things, the setup and payoff. There's a lot of that in this where I'll set up a joke, and then it gets a payoff later on. Like the dented first one talks about dented cans, second one, third one, and then it just kind of goes on from there.
Yeah, I mean the big problem is we had like almost no equipment. We had like no external monitors or boom mics or anything. We had just like the Blue Yeti and 2 cameras and a couple tripods.
Yep. Joe got this shot. This was at the radio station. Was it WAJK or WCM?
Yeah, WAJK.
Yeah.
I am really good friends with the director who's in charge of there, and she said she's happy to help us wherever we want. Mm-hmm. But we made her stay at work
18 hours?
for 18 and a half hours, and she had to go over to Inglane Theater that night and help produce a show.
Oh,
so
fuck.
she was awake for more than like 24 plus hours there. So
See, we should have given her some sips.
she doesn't drink energy drinks.
I felt bad. I got her. I made her like a thank you card and like stopped by after work one day and gave it to her because I'm like, I'm sorry I made you work for like 48 hours straight.
No, I mean that's just kind of like the nature of the film. Like everybody gets bothered. Like we made so many people on Butcher the Bakers just stay late so that we could use their locations. It just happens.
Yeah. I mean, if you get everything in one take, perfect. But yeah, it's just not gonna fucking happen.
Every single take we did at least 5 takes of it.
No, I mean it's not even takes.
No, wait, I take that back. There was a couple of them with Lurge for the beginning. He only did 1 take, and then the Bubby Surprise, that was pretty much cut and dry, but that was all fucking straight. We knew that from the beginning. And then this one, oh my god.
This was a nightmare. So this was one of the important set ones that
we couldn't do.
We ran
out of time.
Because this was originally going to be on a sound stage, like as a professional-looking TV show. And so we were going to have Tim come up there, throw the jacket over his shoulder, and go on to this really long monologue. That was pretty damn funny, but
we also had several Homestuck jokes in there too, which I'm kind of glad we cut.
Yeah, I mean the best thing I could come up last minute was like a public library for a location.
And the echo we couldn't do a thing about.
And so it was pretty funny. The monologue was funny enough if we had other visual things going on, but we didn't.
Oh yeah, I stuck in a Benevolent Buckley t-shirt.
Yep. The name Abdul Aladdin Jazim Nafar, that whole thing.
And the picture, that is now my contact information on his cell phone. He has not changed it.
For the ringtone, it was gonna, I knew from the start it was gonna be Aladdin, but I couldn't just have it be the Aladdin song or Disney would fuck me in the ass.
Yeah.
And they still might.
Yeah,
they still might.
Could.
Please don't sue us, Disney.
But I took the Sega Genesis theme and just fucked with it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You could throw in a bunch of Aladdin full rip, full movie DVD tags now that it's coming out on Blu-ray and get lots of views.
Oh yeah. See,
we were also supposed to have a voiceover with Alex doing it for the department art. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Alex,
yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Alex voices this one.
Yeah, but I thought we were gonna do the Department of Energy thing too.
Oh yeah. There was
a bunch of things we were gonna do, but we couldn't.
Because if back in that scene,
my dad.
Back in the scene with the library. I walk off the screen, and then you hear a mumbling. That was me trying to emulate that sound to say "shill for the government," but it just didn't work. And I should have taken it out, but I forgot about it when I uploaded it. I woke up at 2 a.m.
What was that?
Did I set up the cans on this one?
Yeah, I think you set up the cans on this
I think
one.
that was my only contribution to this. I don't think I even filmed this part.
Lurge
you were there for like the beginning of this shot, but you had to go because you had work in the morning and you said fuck off.
And it was like
it was like
o'clock.
it was midnight by the time we got this started.
Yeah.
And we filmed until 3 a.m. Well, not 3 a.m. This one was a 2:30 night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like a tight 2:30.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah, it was.
This whole joke here, we set up the Bubby surprise because the very first one we did was the Bubby surprise where Joe made it. And that one turned out, that one was basically boom, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, done.
Yeah, well, we did.
Joe just gets up and leaves because he got splashed with water.
I did. I don't like spray back. That happens 2 or 3 times in this. I get sprayed with something and then I have to move or leave.
Just water's blue food coloring at this point?
Yeah, it was just watering blue food coloring because we didn't figure out that, this needs to taste good.
This was lemonade. This was afterwards.
That's
I kept sipping it. I kept sipping it when Tim was supposed to be dying.
Right.
I would just go...
Right, you just want a little beverage?
Yeah, I want a little pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Originally, we totally fucking forgot to put the portrait jokes in. We put in like one, and I didn't catch it until the end.
In the edit, I got all of that just to make sure I had a backup in case I had to jam something in there.
Yeah.
So it was never really absolutely meant to go in there, but it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
We had to zoom in really hard. That's why it's really grainy in this picture.
Yeah. The 2 cameras.
Because Tad's elbow was in it.
This
on
one's
the right side.
This one's my camera. You could definitely see because mine's set up for fucking taking landscape photography. Not filming.
You should have just rotated it 90 degrees.
Oh well.
Would that have fixed it?
Yeah.
No.
Good old Best of Pizza.
False
Best
flag,
of pizza
Canada.
and false flag.
That was one of the ones that it took quite a few takes because just getting the paper angled right so it didn't reflect the light was pretty difficult.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Same with the portraits.
They also cut me off a lot because I'm naturally not that loud of a speaker, so a lot of my lines are cut.
Oh yeah, and then this is one of the bits that was added by Ted.
This was really heavily edited. This used to be longer.
Yeah, this was longer, and the audio was completely unusable.
Useless. He had to make all of this audio in his room, which the wind, we just kind of went outside when it was...
Wasn't there a tornado?
There was a tornado warning, and we went outside and recorded.
I just held my microphone and said, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, this one, I was really worried, because as I was editing it, I'm like, oh, damn, this stopped being funny after the second shot. What can I do? Because they were all full screen. I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'll just go bam, 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 and just put all 4. And it ended up working out. I'm very happy with this scene.
I really like this scene, too. This was very, very fun to shoot.
This was fun to shoot.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
dude, epic.
Really like the joke you put in here. Was not expecting this to occur.
He actually did punch me in the nuts. Thank you
that
very
was
much.
perfect.
Yeah, this
That's
took
how you always
forever.
gotta wear a cup. You gotta protect the testes.
All that was good to shoot, except for that one metal mug that had some ricochet.
That was not even in there. You don't see that part.
Yeah, I'm glad that I got hit with pellets from that.
We were supposed to have that covering your gun, but we forgot. And then the fucking plexiglass. You weren't supposed to see the plexiglass, but. And
I didn't even notice it.
If you really slow that shot down, that piece of glass from the Bubby Surprise bottle actually hit my camera.
Yeah, it was a really
and
good
I was
shot.
not wearing any safety gear.
Ooh.
So I almost did actually lose my eye in that one.
That's fucked. You're fucked.
John,
Well-
you weren't even behind that camera. Quit lying.
Yes, I
No,
was.
No, you weren't.
Sometimes in film you make sacrifices.
Sorry. No, for safety reasons, I was not behind that camera. That's why that camera moved exactly when the fucking thing hit me.
Yeah, he was pretty close. We had it angled. This whole scene too.
This was so fucked. This was like fucking 10 minutes long.
This was the worst scene.
Ted
So,
just rattled on. and
we had
on
to
and
just
on.
edit it to this.
2.5 minutes. This was the 3 scenes I had in mind when I first started working on this. That's Jeffrey Epstein, by the way.
Oh, and he just got arrested, so it looks like we were a little bit ahead of our time.
Yeah. I had this scene with the Marticles. I had the Bubby Surprise, and I had the
Safety video.
the shooting range.
Oh, okay.
Those are the 3 jokes I originally had. I'm like, those were just going to be that was it originally for Sip Boyz. Just those 3 scenes. Also, sippy cups. This is my favorite joke.
Sippy cups. We stole these from your nephew.
Yeah, he
I
never
hope
got
they
it
were
back.
washed out.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Joe.
I regret that we gave you the glasses right away for this. We should have waited till you had both eye patches.
We were thinking about it, but I thought it would be better for me to actually be able to see. Because
Yeah.
having 2 eye patches is very, very fucking hard to do anything.
Yeah.
And this was all my writing, so it is really kind of shit.
Well, no,
But-
we worked together on this one here because we're like, okay, what can we do with art cans?
I found those on Amazon. That
The Up.
Bob Ross. Oh.
yeah. And then the Myrrh Energy was just that same brand that we fucking glued your persona and Alex's persona on.
Yep, tying it into the previous
Yeah.
April Fools. It's the same Up energy. Yeah, we came up with that.
Like pretty soon, pretty fast.
We were
because
at like a
needed to tie
Chinese
it
food
in.
place.
Oh,
Was that the
yeah,
one
yeah.
That
when
was
we were there?
that was our first. That was our first get together for writing down Sip Boyz. Was eating Chinese.
Yeah,
food.
that's a good place to write because you can just like eat like the wontons and you get them all over your paper.
They tried to kick us out because they stopped the buffet at 8:00 and we were there until 10.
Yeah,
but you
fuck 'em.
demanded more orange.
Yeah,
chicken.
whatever. Yeah, I
Nah,
mean,
fuck 'em.
fuck them. Fuck them.
Oh well.
Yeah, fuck their buttholes.
Also, the panda bears in the Antarctic.
Panda bears.
Yeah, whatever the fuck they are. There's nothing there.
There's no polar
there's
bears.
Just life
polar
can't
bears there.
exist.
Nope.
Antarctica.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Panda bears in the Antarctica.
Yes, the panda bears in Antarctica.
Only they didn't want to be like half black and white. They just went full white.
There were
because of the
albino.
snow.
They were albino panda bears.
Yes.
Jesus.
Fur, myrrh. Also,
It's good.
The spade joke.
Yeah.
Female cats don't spray; it's males.
Whatever.
So there was another joke
Whatever.
that nobody will get but us.
Oh yeah, we should have called it like the only hairy energy drink or whatever.
It's,
I had
it's
I had a
myrrh.
joke about Sonic Fox in here, but we ended up taking it
We
out.
cutted it.
Another joke that I'm very happy we took out. The Sphinx won't be the only Egyptian with a broken nose.
That was in
Was
there.
in. But there's a second joke where I was going to answer my phone and say, I don't care if your son was in an airplane, Abdul.
Oh.
And I was going to have the air date of the episode be September 11th.
Yeah.
And just add a September 11th joke for no fucking reason.
yeah.
That was. We were okay all the way up until Kathy Missile said no 9/11 jokes, and then we changed it right then and there.
That's fine.
Because we
Fine.
could have added like a little thing where like maybe
We
like
were talking about adding the whole Michael Jordan coming back to basketball because that happened on 9/11.
Yeah, yeah.
And
why he announced it and then the planes hit.
Yeah,
yeah, he announced it at like
Yeah.
8:00 in the morning.
Funny
and they
coincidence.
Said, they said the most important thing today, September 11.
Yeah.
We were
And
gonna
then
make a joke about that.
Yeah,
Also, right there, that transition, we were supposed to do glow in the dark sips.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
But
between.
we didn't. It just didn't work.
The glow-in-the-dark sips, basically what that scene was we had a bunch of black lights. We had a glow-in-the-dark energy drink. And
Which tasted really fucking bad.
Yeah, because
and
you
I had
drank
to
it.
drink it.
Yeah, he drank it
I
3
had
times.
to drink very bad. It was toxic paint.
Yeah.
And I had to drink it.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have to. That was his own decision. But basically the joke was one of the other things that glow under a black light is jizz.
Yeah.
TSA
same it.
jizz check.
Yeah, so what we did when we had the fucking lights is we were running it. We would stop people when they entered the house and do a TSA jizz check.
And let
where
me
we look
tell
them
you,
all over.
I'm okay in school, but that was one test I failed over and over again. And I'm proud to admit it.
All right, I'm gonna stop everybody here right now. This is not marijuana. It is not. It is not legal
Yeah,
in the
that's
state
right.
of
Wink,
Illinois.
wink, wink. Yeah, it was.
Just yet.
Is the weed on the show real?
I cannot answer that question until January 1st.
I just love your pipe, Joe. That is my favorite.
That is
pipe.
beautiful.
That is the most Afro-engineered thing I've ever made. That is actually a tire pressure gauge that I used a 1/4-inch bit to drill a hole into.
Yeah.
We should have used
You
my
Sliver
Sliver
Queen?
Queen on this joke, but I mean, we didn't think of it until after we did it.
Yeah.
This was another like 3 a.m. shoot.
Sliver Queen is, if for those who don't know, it's,
It was
$250
$250 at that time.
yep, it's a very expensive magic card. Those
Okay,
lines
yeah.
there also are they're just flour. It worked fantastically with the spray and how everything went out. That's a sewing machine in the back. We just didn't notice it.
I mean, I keep sewing machines all over my house. Don't worry about it. Yes,
fine.
this is my house.
Yeah, you'll know it's John's house when you see the portrait of his fucking family.
Please don't jerk off to my family.
Yeah.
Do it just to
Well,
spite
they say,
him.
like, everything is Rule 34. Everything that's on the
Yeah.
internet needs
Yeah.
pornography made.
I'm very happy that a few people picked up on the My Little Pony cum jar joke. I was really...
That's probably one of my favorite things that happen on the internet.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
fucked up. I'm not going to explain what the story is.
If you want to know, just go on 4chan
And
or
you can
something.
see pictures,
and
videos, who knows.
Type up Rainbow Dash cum jar and you'll find the joke.
Make sure safe search is on.
No.
Safe search
You
has
won't
to be
find
off.
it, yeah.
You will not
Do you
find
want to
it.
ride with the devil?
Yeah.
Another funny joke here. Nothing.
No, drinking random things to figure out what they are in Skyrim, because that is a reference to Skyrim. The red, green, and blue.
Oh, yeah. Health, stamina,
I never
and,
played
magic.
Skyrim. I need to eventually.
We were trying to think of what colors they should be. Several times he went up to Goodwill for Sip Boyz
Stuff.
Yeah, we were looking for Sip Boyz stuff. That's where we got a lot of the glass stuff. The guns, I think, were yours, Joe.
Yeah, most of them
all
were.
the guns were Joe's, except for the actual gun.
Those-
That is a real pile of money, I hope you know.
Yeah, we got that from
How much
John's
is
fucking
there?
safe.
That's well over $1,000 sitting there, and I let Joe play with it.
That was a bad idea.
It was a
No,
really bad
it's
idea.
fine. None of it went missing. I didn't put any of it up my nose or ass. It's fine.
It got put back into my safe, which then my keys immediately went missing, Tad.
Oh.
So I cannot get into my safe anymore. Giving me
You're
the
gonna have to break it
Junos
in.
over here. Fuck you.
That picture in the middle of the table, by the way, it's from Topatico, and I can't buy it anymore. Last I checked, it was out of stock. It's the Last Supper with a bunch of James Woods and a single RoboCop.
Also, the joke about it being a real gun and gun safety with the fucking orange thing, I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Joe,
It's
What?
You
that
have
wasn't
your
me.
phone on.
No, that wasn't
no,
me.
what? Was that you?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But this is nothing if
weird
not
noise.
professional.
Yeah, that's very, very professional.
We actually we had a hard time trying to think of what joke should go with the monster, itself.
I wanted to do a Furby, but I could not find my old Furby from my parents' house.
You know what? That's what we could have fucking done a Gremlins thing.
Oh,
That's what I wanted
yeah.
to do, but we couldn't find anything.
The only joke I really came up with was Unleash the Beast having the chains and then gasoline flavored green because normal monster tastes
Oh,
like
it does. That's why I love it.
fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Just like gasoline.
It's bad.
Don't you ever just stand outside whenever you're filling your tank and just breathe it in? It's amazing.
Take a little sip.
That's why you're all messed up there, Joe, isn't it?
No, it's fine.
sure it wasn't the lead-based paint.
Oh, well, that tastes great.
I was
Don't worry
as a
about
kid, I would just like take the paint off of the walls and
Just eating the chips. I'd have them for breakfast.
those are the only chips I was allowed in my household. Mormon,
it. You're not Mormon.
fine. I'm Jesus.
Yeah. So, in this upcoming joke with the water jug, I was really, really worried about it because I was afraid we were going to just break a hole in John's wall.
Which I would have been fine with. I knew it wasn't going to break a hole in the wall because it was plaster and tape. I mean,
Oh yeah.
It was.
Well, and plus drywall isn't that big of a
It's
pain.
no, it's not drywall. It's wrap and plaster. So I mean, it wasn't gonna break.
So we should have had Joe whip it. So I wanted it to hit. What I saw in my mind's eye was he throws
mind's
it,
eye.
it hits the do not enter, and just fucking explodes.
But he didn't throw it hard enough.
Which makes sense. I mean, if I was Joe, I wouldn't want to throw it that hard either. We only
Yeah.
need to do this twice,
No,
I think.
3 times. Just that part because he missed it the first 2 times
Yeah,
and hit the fucking outlet and almost zapped us all.
that's right.
Oh well, I think I put the metal
jerking off.
Yeah, I put the metal down and jerked it off, and it made too much noise.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
it
bit,
peaked
but
the
I
audio.
fixed it, though. I went through and did all that.
Yeah.
Thank God for Reese's, the dog in this scene, because when me and John wrote this,
We thought we were gonna be zoomed in more, but I didn't remember that my camera had such a wide pan.
that and just like,
All the shit.
there's a lot of stuff that got cut because there weren't interesting visual. The audio, like the jokes with the lines, the line delivery, that was fine. Like Tim's scene where he delivers his monologue. The monologue's pretty funny, but visually there's nothing going on. With this scene, if the dog wasn't there, this wouldn't be nearly as entertaining, because it just, like, if you completely ignore him and you just focus on Joe, there's not a lot actually going on. Yeah. So thank God for the dog, or this scene wouldn't have landed as much as it did.
You know,
and also for Joe, when he flushes, going, there's a log in it.
There's also, people are going to ask how that toilet actually worked. What we did was duct taped the bottom hole of it and spray painted it white, and then just flushed it normally.
Yeah.
If you could see right before that, you could see the white duct tape.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we just flushed it normally, and it worked. Because it was a working toilet. It was just clogged up, and I needed to put a new one in the house.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, advertisement for new upcoming Sip. Get your Sip Swish, $20 a bottle.
For all you thirsty
we could just sell liquid through the mail, like, illegally.
Oh, you could sell liquid through the mail?
I thought you couldn't send, like, enclosed liquid or something.
I mean,
Delphine did, so I mean...
Yeah, if you could sell Gamer Girl bathwater, you can sell anything. Fuck it.
Yeah, you can, as long as it's not explosive. Did you put gasoline in that batch?
Nah.
Well, the thing of it is, I mean, gasoline, I just call it, so lean. Because I'm always smelling it.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
We had to wash the cover on the couch like 4 times. Because we got a bunch of the black and the glow-in-the-dark paint and shit on it.
And it actually looked like jizz.
Yeah, there's a bunch of white marks all over it. It's a shame that you guys... Basically, the joke with that was we would have a little bit of our our identities and our face. We would have face paint. I had like an evil mustache. Joe
had kitty.
He had a kitty face. And then John had
Damaged.
The Damaged, the Jared Leto's.
Jared Leto's the Joker. Jared Leno is the Joker.
Yep.
Jay Leno is the Joker.
So many Joker movies coming out for some reason.
And then the big stunner to that joke was Joe saying, "Looks like Bubby missed a load of buckshot," and then licking a glowing spot on his shirt. But it just didn't work. It didn't show up on the cameras. If I could have figured it out. I mean, we might.
We just ran out of time on like the ends because we wanted to get it out.
Yeah, and it would have been so much extra work for something that wasn't seeming as funny as it was before.
Also, that is an actual soda stream, and you can put a Monster Hydro on it. Yep. We just put it on sideways so it would splash everywhere.
I was very worried in this scene that the spray was going to destroy Joe's microphone.
Or the banner.
Yeah, well... The banner I was only worried about because we still had a few more scenes in set 2.
This was, like, very early in production. If we destroyed the banner, then it wasn't going to be able to be used. And you spent how much on that? Like $80 on that banner?
I spent a lot. Most of the money spent on Sip Boyz, whenever we were filming, the people that came out to help me, I bought everyone lunch. That's most of where the budget went to.
And a sip run. We always had a sip run every time we filmed.
Yeah, we got a bunch of sips for ourselves to fuel us and then also to put in the background. One of the jokes that didn't really come across that well was in set 1 we would have really nice monsters. In set 2 we were going to have kind of mid-tier energy drinks. And then in set 3 garbage 99-cent ones.
Like my Venom, my lovely Venom.
Yeah. It didn't really work out because we had too many monsters and too many nice sips because we don't drink... We don't drink trash. I drink Rockstar.
Yeah, I mean, Bang is disgusting. I tried to drink that so many times because you people online keep recommending it and it's all garbage.
It's fucking terrible. The root beer one's the worst I've ever had.
Right there, when I dropped it, that dropped and landed on the laptop that was recording the audio. And I was very, very scared that I just destroyed his laptop. That's why I was really slow and we had to speed it up. Because I was looking down to see if I destroyed his laptop or not.
Yeah. This set right here, I'm so happy with it.
It was the best visually.
It's such a fantastic set. Also, My Little Pony Cum Jar is full on the right if you see it.
Implying I fulfilled my mission.
Yeah, your mission that was supposed to take, what was it, a year?
Yeah, because
he's a fast mover.
So. I mean, like a jar that size you could probably fill up in about a month, but the real one is like a full gallon jug.
But in the lovely Sip Boyz mythos, it seems like it's been going on for a year, but...
Yeah.
What was the time span of this supposed to be, like a couple months?
It was several years.
Yeah, several years. The Sip Boyz I was going to have like episode number XXX whatever filmed on whatever date. The D&E Recyclers joke, we just stole that from a
Please
YouTuber.
don't sue us. This is Zip Ties and Bias Plies. We stole that from his actual recycling place. So, he's fucking minty. You should look him up.
Mint. You definitely don't want to fuck with Lurge.
Don't fuck with Lurge.
Don't fuck with Lurge. Lurge stuff, it was just...
It was one line he said in one random fucking video, and we rolled with it. It was so fucking good.
Especially when Lurge is played by Duncan, who is...
For actual reference, I'm 5'7" with shoes on and about 140 pounds soaking wet.
So he made him into this fucking hulking monster of a man. We were going to have a Thanos after credits scene.
Which we could still do.
Well, we could. We could just film it, but what
what
it was going to be was he was going to do a backdrift in John's truck and step out with like big cowboy boots and then crush
a surge.
Yeah, drinking a surge, and then he's crushing
you could
like
take a piece of paper and write L on it and put it above. You could tape it over the S, and it would just be Lurge.
But he was going to crush the green myrrh energy and go. Sip Boyz.
And then a Robo Tim. But he didn't want to do that. Which I understand.
We just kind of didn't get around to it. This one was very fun. This one took the longest out of the set 3s because we did this and the Monster John, which we'll get to that in a second.
Oh my god.
That lamp.
One scene.
That lamp actually works, and if you want it. No, I'm not sending it out.
I'll fucking sell them.
That's gonna fucking...
It'll get damaged so UPS will kick it around.
Yeah. That was actually really fun. I liked making these things. Sip Cabin House, lamp. I was struggling trying to think of what you can make in the fucking dump. Also earlier I mentioned dump bees. That's
another line. That's Trailer Park Boys.
Sip Boyz is it is Trailer Park Boys. It is those skits they used to be on Channel Awesome with like the Nostalgia Critic and Spoonie and all that. And it is Cautionary Tales of Swords. It is a mix of those three things.
Yeah. I was watching one of those people do like a thing of like funny games, but he didn't understand it was meta. So it was horrific. It was like a 30-minute long review.
That chainmail I've been working on for the last 10 years of my life.
Yep, and it's just made.
And it's not even done yet.
Okay, so this upcoming scene,
we fucked it up. We really fucked it.
Okay, so before we get to it, I'm going to say it really quick. So I had, the joke is that I'm going to kickstart them. And I had an orange kickstart, and I was rehearsing online, and I fucking cracked it open, which meant I only had one take of this scene.
And right here, he poured it into my nose and into my mouth. And then he started cracking up laughing right fucking here. Look at it. Look at that motherfucker's face. And I started laughing, and that's why we had to cut it. It was so fucking bad.
I was laughing from behind.
And I had all of this memorized, but I was so flustered from you fucking me up, I had to read it. That's why it looks like such shit.
I have a video.
We would have had two angles, but the problem was the second camera. There was a cord placed directly in front of the screen in the middle, so
it was pointed directly at Tad's dick.
Oh yeah, when it looks like I got a chub. It looks like I got a chub.
No, you got a full chub right there.
Yeah. Just
you were laughing too hard.
Yeah.
Look at Joe's face. The pure determination.
See, but I got sprayed again, so I had to move slightly.
I also found this hilarious because while we were filming this, wasn't it like
it
negative
was
10
negative
degrees
10 degrees out, and I was fucking freezing, and we were there for another 4 hours.
We had
That was also a real fleshlight that I made out of sponges and a glove.
Yeah.
For the viewers at home, you take a latex glove, make sure if you have an allergy to get the correct glove.
Yeah.
2 sponges, and you just fucking rip the top. And it's really fucking sharp, so if you mess it up, you'll just tear your dick off, like you're fucking sticking your dick in an octopus's mouth.
Yeah. Or like you see like some siding on like the back of like a garage, and you get thrusting into it, hoping you don't cut yourself.
Speaking of thrusting, the piss basement.
The piss basement is right there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Mom found the piss basement.
Just to the left of this. Oh yeah, Joe fucked up this scene so much. He had literally one line.
We couldn't two things. He had to say 2 things and he didn't get it.
But this set was a barn that the lower access had been cut off, so we had to climb up on a loading dock to get in.
This was in Ottawa, Illinois, was a brewery that made beer, and this was part of the brewery storage. That basement has been sealed off completely because there was a huge fire, and that was the only building that lasted.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we went to we just stood on the steps and pissed into the basement.
Because
so.
there was no bathroom.
Yeah, there's no
and we
fucking
weren't going to
bathroom.
walk outside in fucking negative
No.
10 degrees to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Also, in the what damn it.
What?
Discord. In the Discord chat, someone posted the Tad and Alec on the cans.
Yeah.
So I immediately went out and made them.
Yeah.
And we put them in there if
Oh,
you can
yeah.
see them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, the masturbator is right there up in front too.
Yep. Right
Oh,
next
man, I
to
didn't notice that.
Alex.
Right next to
Ugh.
Alex because he uses them.
Yeah, it's fine.
apparently.
It's fine. No, it's
fine.
absolutely fine. Yeah.
Oh yes, Asuka Miku.
Yeah. So all of John's
boy,
lines.
Yeah, she's canonically 16. I love her.
Fantastic, fucking quality between those two cameras. John's lines, for those of you who didn't see it, that's almost 1-to-1 quotes from Frankenstein, because he's Frankenstein's Sip monster.
I am a monster.
I was having a lot of trouble. This was also a joke we had. Fucking
Fake gun.
yeah,
Yeah,
fucking way
I pushed
on.
for that one. I think that's my one joke that I contributed to this entire thing, was just
It's
make
good.
sure that you see the orange slide and then just pitch it, pretend like it never even happened. Oh, and then we were scared as all heck with this because
He almost sliced when we were practicing this. He almost sliced the fuck out of his hand.
I also missed it the first time. I just totally
Oh yeah,
missed
wasn't
it.
there also a Bubby Surprise packet that you stabbed before this? And once again,
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Stirred
one
it
that
up like the
one that I
kickstart can.
was drinking. Yeah.
That's why it's already wet. The table.
Yeah. Right there, I was really scared I was going to fucking stab myself with a knife, so I just kind of...
Fell forward. And we just kept recording because we thought we were going to cut it here, and I just pushed him over.
Which is good. You can see the
This
gun.
is all ad-libbed.
And thank you for watching, Sip Boyz. And then Joe made a noise. I just cut it out, because fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him. This final scene here...
Oh yeah, my tongue's always either red or blue. But that's fine.
Oh, fuck this scene. My house is still a mess from this.
Yeah. So this is taking place in the crime scene that was John's house, which I was so happy that he had the shit wooden trailer park paneling in his house in that one area. So this is the crime scene, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's a bunch of blue where John
From
was
when
sitting.
I was decapitated and... No, I wasn't decapitated. I was pumped with a bunch of Bubby Surprise to bring me back.
Yeah. We sliced it, and
Figured out it was all messed up.
we were like, okay, we can either reshoot this or just say fucking and make it totally obvious. It looks really good. If you look at the top half of the screen, you can kind of barely tell. Those Homestuck books, that's about $500 worth of books.
Yeah, he told me specifically I can't lick them or like drool on them or anything.
Yeah, I
so what
said
does Joe
Joe.
try to do?
He immediately licked it.
No,
Yeah.
I kissed it a little.
Yeah,
That's
he
not
kissed us a
liquid.
little bit.
Yeah.
There was also really fucking weird dubstep music in the exit,
original,
which
yeah.
I don't
Nice.
understand why you didn't
Why
keep
did you
it.
take that out?
I mean, it is a reference to Revival, a Dungeons and Dragons, a Real Play podcast, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was a placeholder. Yeah, this was started in November when I was working at my call center job, because I would have 5 hours every single day where I just didn't have anything to do. So
Yeah.
I'd write them all in my email. And then when I left that job, I forgot to get them off my email, so I lost like 7 episodes of the podcast and all of the notes, so I had to start from scratch. That and like the Homestuck episode I had to do like fucking 5 times over.
Because your nephew destroyed your computer for a little
Yeah.
bit.
John's friend, whose
Just
name I
stick
don't
his fingers in
remember,
the hard drive.
that is actually true, that he was making Molotov
Oh,
fucking cocktails and
Yeah, and
throwing
as
them.
we were driving to arrive, the fire
There was
department for the
there was a
district
fire
had just
department.
put out a cornfield that had completely burnt,
Cornfield
like,
fire, yeah.
what was it, just half a mile up the road.
Yeah,
it
We
was
get there
gators,
and he
yeah.
gets bored and starts making Molotov cocktails and chucking them into the
Yeah.
It's
dry
like, gee, I
grass
fucking
and-
wonder how this
Oh.
fire started. Ugh.
Him and his neighbor would do competitions, maybe? Who knows?
I mean, he's
Who could
great.
burn the most of our livelihoods?
Yeah.
I'm very happy that I thought I forgot to add in the fuck Homestuck when I did because I
Yeah, first
I
render.
uploaded it, put it as a scheduled thing. Woke up 3 hours later at 2 a.m. like fuck, I forgot something, and I went and I added the Scottish bagpipe thing, because before that,
it was just me saying these lines for placeholders.
Yeah.
And we were gonna keep it originally because it was funny.
Yeah,
but
then
you didn't hear the audio at all, so
yeah. So it was 8 months in the making. I thought it was pretty fun. Two biggest technical takeaways. Number one, get 2 cameras that are the same fucking camera.
exactly the same camera.
Number two, organize your fucking video and audio files better. Oh my god, it was a nightmare.
Oh yeah, because I never knew like what went where, and I would have to go try to drag them in the media bins, and they all weren't named properly.
Yeah,
and then,
across multiple, like, oh, here's a 2 gigabyte SD card, and here's an 8 gigabyte.
Yeah.
Oh, this 8 gigabyte one has some of John's camera and some of Joe's camera.
I'd have to go try to find that clap in the middle of a 23-minute long audio take. Who knows?
Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. Ugh.
Oh, and have newer camera batteries. That was fun at the one set in the middle of winter where we had
Every single fucking one of Joe's camera batteries died immediately.
Yeah, we had to keep changing them out. That was just a fun set because we had all the lights. We had a space heater that we had to turn off while recording. The camera, battery charging, all that was run off of one outlet.
It was off of one plug, off of one outlet, which I was very, very scared that we were going to blow the fuse because I didn't have any extra fuses for it. And if we would have started a fire, I would have said fuck it and let the place burn down. Sorry, Dad, but I don't care that much.
What we're gonna do? Like, go grab handfuls of snow from outside and throw it.
Yeah,
it probably
that was
a fire extinguisher.
That was another thing in that third set that we filmed. There was like 5 inches. It would be normal, and then it would snow and sleet because this was during like January, February, and then we'd have fucking 5 inches of wet, icy slush and be carrying like $1,000 in total of equipment between like between the nice microphone, all the bars, my computer, all that fucking shit.
Yeah, cameras, yeah.
Thank God for that laptop too. My mom got me it for Christmas. And I'm like, well, this is a nice laptop, but I don't really have a use for it, so I'm gonna set it right here until I can find something.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, shit, what are we gonna use? Because John has a laptop, but it's fucked.
Mine's
so he
bricked.
can't use it.
Yeah, I completely bricked my laptop.
I've got my sister's notebook or Chromebook that she messed up. She was probably just looking up like Jonas Brothers porn or something on it. She messed it up.
The Pornis brothers.
The horny brothers, they call them.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, epic.
So I took down a bunch of notes when I was at work about things I wanted to mention. John loses all 5 of his senses.
I did not lose touch.
That one you did, but we didn't determine it very well.
We did not write that down. It wasn't well put.
Yeah, because what
I supposedly
we were gonna have
burned
him,
my hand off with Bubby's Prize.
Where he was just like, oh, this is really hot. I can't feel my hand anymore. Well, we just kind of didn't. He also wisely talked me out of using the phrase burned out my olfactory bulb.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Instead, he just said, I lost my sense of smell. Much better line. Makes sense to people who don't fucking know about nose anatomy.
Mr. Medical over here.
All the equipment we used, the laptop my mom got me, Joe's mic, we used his because it was blue and it had the original stand. Mine is on this like weird scissor arm thing. For the lighting, most of it was bar lights that we had in the basement.
LEDs. Yeah. I switched my whole house over to LEDs, and I had a bunch of bar lights.
Joe had his cheap freaking Chinese batteries that kept dying constantly.
No, I don't think it was so much that. It's that my camera batteries are all 3 years old, because that's whenever I got them. So most of them are probably just dead from that. But yeah.
The banner I got done at Staples. I went there with my nephew. I told him, we're going to go to the most exciting place on the planet. And then I took him to Staples and got my banner made.
Well, no, kids love Staples. You got, like, radio equipment, old antennas.
They actually had Play-Doh there, which was weird. So I just got him a Play-Doh set.
Yeah.
Where did we get the couch from?
Which one?
In story...
Which one?
In story,
the Lurge couch. That was originally my grandparents'. Then it was my parents'. Then they were getting rid of it, and they said, here, John, take it. And I'm like, I'm not going to fucking use it at all. So I put it out at Mayo Roofing, and Tad was like, we need another set. I don't fucking know where we're going to do it. And I'm like, let's do it at Mayo's.
Yeah, because it's got to look like a degenerate fucking junkyard.
Like a junkyard. So we just made that set up, and it just so happened we had an extra couch.
When I was sitting on the couch, the big jug that the My Little Pony finished My Little Pony cum jar was on smelled like shit.
That is, it's called reagent, and it's got pitch tar in it. If any of you understand what pitch tar is, it burns and smells really, really bad. So we were working in bad conditions in there, but it looked amazing.
Oh,
so,
I crawled up like this unsturdy ladder and like just went up into this like dust-covered attic, and I was like
a loft.
filming stuff from like up there.
Yep.
And they got all dusty.
He was hanging upside down. I have a video on my phone. I'll probably upload it at some point. It's John whipping out a knife to fucking murder me after I tried to drown him with Kickstart.
That, I was really fucking pissed off. I thought we were going to have to reshoot that. I'm glad that we
we made it work.
did a weird cut.
He had fucking sips going into his underwear.
It was down every orifice, and I was cold.
All right, so I guess I'll go down the line here, see what other, final thoughts that you guys want to add. Anything else that you want to bring up that we did? I'll start with you, Joe. And we'll kind of work our way towards me.
No, I mean, I definitely had fun making it. I mean, the editing process,
exhausting.
Oh, yeah, it was a pain. There was probably 100 hours of editing.
Yeah, I'd go over to Joe's house after work and like all day Saturday and Sunday and look at magic cards while he did all the hard work.
Yeah. And then we'd just look up old Christian videos.
I built my entire...
Bum fights.
Yeah.
I built my entire Infect Tier 2, or is it Tier 3 now?
At this point, it's Tier 4 in Modern.
It's Tier 4 in Modern. I built my Tier 4 Modern deck while they were editing.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't fucking do anything, and I'm not technically savvy.
Yeah. It's like a $30 Modern deck. It's amazing.
Yep. Anything else, Joe?
No, I think I'm okay.
All right, John? Favorite parts of it, things that you want to bring up, etc., etc.
Well, time management was a problem, but I knew that was going to be... I knew that was going to be a thing immediately when I told you, hey, we need to set up the set. And you're like, yeah, cool, let's do it. And you didn't do fucking anything. And it was like a month before April 1st, and I'm like, Ted, we need to start filming. Fuck it, I'm gonna play RuneScape.
Yeah.
He fucking played RuneScape
You're just like
for a
printing
month.
out the photos we needed, like on like the minute before we had to roll.
Literally,
every single time.
We blew through an entire cartridge of blue ink on my printer.
That was dumb of us. We were all in blue hoodies with a blue background.
And then I returned that printer because it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's just
cheaper to brand new printer. So I said it doesn't work. And I got a new one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Walmart's great. Yeah.
And then we ran out of that, so I went and bought new cartridges of blue ink. So we went through like fucking 4 cartridges of blue ink. And in the last three Joe scene, that is not a light bar effect on the one corner. That was, we ran out of blue ink and we said fuck it because it was 2 minutes before we started filming.
Yeah,
and I wasn't gonna go to Walmart.
Movie making. Fuck it.
There was also a lot of set pieces that we wanted to add, but we just couldn't get the time to do. There was a lot of small jokes we wanted to add that were way obscure that nobody would have ever gotten. I am looking forward to the next project that we're thinking of. Hopefully you're writing it. Are you? No, he's not writing. He doesn't even understand what he's talking about.
No, because the thing about writing is you got to put the pen to paper, but sometimes you got to take a little break and treat yourself.
Yep, okay, and play RuneScape for 2 months.
This is going back to the Art Can episode where Joe says I don't like doing any preparation. This is all Joe. This is Joe's idea. I'm letting Joe do it, but he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right, so I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to keep talking forever. So, Duncan, go ahead.
Lurge.
Do your Lurge thing.
Don't fuck with me!
Yeah.
No, these guys were telling me about it, seemed kind of interested, and I first hopped in when I came over the first time and they were working on the photos, and I come over like 5 o'clock at night, and then by the time we got around to printing the photos, it was about 10 o'clock, and I was like, holy shit, they're not going to get anywhere with this, so, and I left, but real proud of these guys for keeping it mostly together, but I like the end result. It's a lot better than I was expecting.
Okay, that's a little bit backhanded.
Backhanded compliment.
Hey, I still complimented you.
I mean,
Chad.
it's better than I expected it was going to end up too. So
Yeah, my
Yeah.
favorite set is I've obviously the only thing I've talked about was over at the that barn when it was really cold. Just lots of fun in an abandoned building.
It wasn't abandoned. It's an owned building. We use it as storage.
It's owned. We peed in there. That means
It's ours now.
Yeah, we do dog laws.
Yeah, we were up there at like 8, 9 o'clock at night on the sketchy side of town.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Literally right next to the fucking kingpins of Ottawa. I cannot name names, but they are in charge of all drugs in Ottawa.
That's cool.
Those apartments right next to her.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a reason that we kept the doors closed while we were there.
Yeah.
I do not want to name names until we're done recording because they will come after me.
Well, no, like I was doing like some, I was gonna do like some Werner Herzog like narration of me just like walking along some road tricks, and I eventually found a discarded baby blanket. And I put like a sip can in it, and then as I was walking back, there were just these like hoodlums like walking their dog, and I had to try to avoid them.
Yeah, it's an interesting part of town, especially after dark, which we were there for filming.
Most of the time after dark.
Yeah.
That was fun, and then my last little bit, since I am the only one here with a valid FOID card.
Valid FOID card.
I got one I printed off online. Does that count?
Tad's part of the NRA, if that is a fun fact.
Yeah, I get letters from the NRA constantly.
Which is really funny, getting a fucking NRA thing to my house. Tad, stop having people send me shit.
Yeah, that was
Fine, it's just like a little postcard with like a child holding a rifle and smiling.
You're gonna let that
cheese
other
pizza.
kid shoot up the school?
Yeah.
Look at a gun. What the fuck?
Yeah,
are
we
you
need a
doing?
good toddler with a gun to stop the bad
Oh my
old man
God.
with a gun.
Yep.
But
This is almost an hour long.
That's
Oh,
fine.
beautiful.
It's fine. It's fine.
But that one gun I had, fun fact, it uses shotgun shells, but it's a handgun because I am a lousy shot. During it, we're we practiced proper safety. Everyone had safety glasses, earplugs.
I didn't get to touch it.
I was the only one handling a gun because the first time I decided to show it to the guy, say, "Hey, look what I had." Tad decided to stick it directly in his mouth without checking to see if it was loaded or not.
Well, he didn't pull the trigger, did he?
Yeah, he did.
I do have that picture. I am not uploading it.
Yeah, please don't.
I just immediately. I practice trigger safety.
Yeah, you check to see if the trigger works.
Yeah. Well, you have to before you shoot someone.
Yourself.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun for me. Just blowing shit up out in the middle of nowhere. Making sure that the guy behind me did not burn down the cornfield around me.
By pointing the gun at
Or
him.
the boomer mobile.
The boomer. That's what we called it. The boomer mobile. Because we carried all the fucking sips in it. Joe showed up to that set with a fucking bag of McDonald's.
I catered the event.
He had like 13 fucking McMuffins in there.
Which
Yeah,
he
just
ate
whatever I
them
could get for
all.
$1.
I did not get a thing to eat.
No, I saved some for people.
No, you didn't. You
I
threw
did.
them on the ground.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Ugh.
So, it was really satisfying to see it go from start to finish. The first time we saw the normal cut, was
I was very, very disappointed with it, and I didn't want
Cringe.
to carry about it. That's why it took us so long to upload it.
the
Well,
first
that was part of the reason, because it was really, really cringy.
because we watched it because the only scenes that I personally edited was the Bubby surprise. I think
No, I did Bubby Surprise.
Oh,
He did
You
Bubby
did,
Surprise. You did the gun scene.
I did the gun
You did
stuff.
the gun scene in the very, very ending bit.
Yeah. And so I only really saw the Bubby surprise and the gun scene. I'm like, oh, these are both really funny. These were good. And then I saw the rest and I'm like, oh my god. Tim delivers a monologue for Morty for like 5 minutes with nothing going on. Oh god, I spent 2.5 minutes explaining a joke that doesn't work. Oh god, Sip Boyz originally committed the most grave sin of all, not being funny. And so I said it, and I'm like, shit. How are we gonna fix this?
We were originally going to reshoot almost everything. That was our original idea, is reshoot it as, hey, look, we found this really shitty video.
Yep.
YouTube money now, 10-minute videos.
Yeah, it was gonna be.
Well, because I think Tyler Am
yeah.
had like the idea of getting like a kind of like lost media kind of YouTube commenter to present all this stuff in the middle, so that way we'd have chances to break away from it whenever we needed to and bring this new guy.
Yeah, and I really like that idea, but I'm like,
reshoot.
We would have to do reshoots of some stuff to make it more cohesive, and we'd have to think of a bunch more jokes. I think we got as far with this concept as we could. I'm happy with it in the end, and that's the important thing. There were times where I was like, fuck this. I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm not having fun. This project is not going well. Everyone's kind of like petering out on it because it's so much work and it's not turning out well.
Every single day was at 3 a.m. and I had work at 6.
So there was a lot of times where I was just going to say fuck it, but I'm very happy that John, Joe, Duncan, Tim, and the other people, especially John with writing, like I would write maybe a paragraph every week until John would like sit in my room and force me to keep going and actually get the script done.
Hey, stop fucking playing RuneScape. Stop getting your graceful and fucking write, because it's April 1st already and we're not even done writing.
Yeah. The Virgin Runescaper next to the Chad Binding of Isaacer.
Joe, I have no clue what just came out of your mouth, but I'm going to assume it was funny.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so thank you for you guys for pushing me to keep going and not give up on it. So, hope the next project might be This House Is Most Certainly Full of Bones.
Well, maybe
because
we need a budget to make that look like an actual sitcom set. That's a problem.
Well, I was thinking we do it in a. We'll talk about this later. I'm sorry.
So, that's a good idea. We'll if that happens, we'll let you know. I already have an idea for what we're gonna do for April Fools for next year. It's actually gonna come out on April Fools that time.
We're gonna start now, hopefully.
Yeah, we're gonna start pretty soon and not February, and then expect it to be done. So, thank you for listening to the commentary here. I'm gonna go through and do a little bit of audio editing because it peaked a lot, but hopefully it turned out pretty good. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very nice day.
You gotta put your plugs in there.
Yeah, fuck my plugs. Fuck them.
Earplugs. That's the only plug I like. I'm listening to Kesha. Go watch Malevolent Movies, because we need more people to watch it.
I agree with Joe. Go watch Malevolent Movies.
Yeah. Thank you.